Welcome to agent training on how to quote an HO3, HO6, or HO4 on the American Traditions website. First, you're going to want to log on to the MGA website. Next, from the menu, you want to select Policy Administration. From the Policy Administration page, you want to select New Quote. Once you land on the first screen, you want to select, is this going to be a homeowner's quote or is this going to be a manufactured home quote? We're going to select that it's going to be a home quote. Next, we need to decide, is this going to be a policy with wind or excluding wind? Then you select your plan ID. Are you quoting home, condo, renters, or DP3? We're going to quote an HO3. Next, you want to select your county, and your territory will automatically pre-fill for you. Next, you want to put in your insured's name, and then you want to fill in your address. And then your value of home, and then the year built. Once you have this information filled in, you want to select Next. Next, you want to verify your address. And that will bring you to your coverage selection. Your first tab is Additional Coverages, if you want to increase your liability, your medical payments. And then you have your hurricane premium factors. Be sure to not fill in the roof information with the exception of roof shape, which that can be filled in if you have that information. But roof covering, roof deck attachment, and roof wall connection, do not fill these in unless you have a wind mitigation or proof of these. Your protection class will pre-fill for you. You'll need to fill in your construction type. Your BCEG will pre-fill for you. And then from there you can select your optional coverages. Identity theft will automatically be checked, so you want to unselect identity theft. And then you can add your optional coverages like replacement cost, equipment breakdown, and then you'll scroll to your non-hurricane premium factors. We will run credit, so you'll know what the financial responsibility credit rating is. But if you want to get an idea and you want to change to see the different levels, you can select the levels here to see what the credit would be. You want to fill in all your discounts. For a senior discount, if the person is 50 and older, you can select the senior discount. They don't have to be retired. And as long as one spouse is at least 50 and older, you can make them the primary insurer to add the discount. Once you've selected all your discounts, you can add your optional coverages and your scheduled personal property. From there, you're going to select Next, which will bring you to your quote. However, as you know, you can see I have a rate watch going, so I can see what my quote is, how my quote is going as I'm in the quote, so I don't need to go back and forth. So if I want to get an idea what the different credits would be, I can simply add them and I can see how that'll affect the rate. Once I'm finished, I can complete my quote by selecting Next. So this is my quote. And as you can see, I can also see my discounts here, and I can see which ones I've added and which ones I have not added. And if I have not added them, what the credit would be. Again, giving you the opportunity to offer these additional discounts. Your quote to print, you simply select Print Quote. And to save this quote, it will save on each page as you're completing the quote, but if you want to save different versions of your quote, you can use the Save button to have different versions of your quote saved. Once you're ready to bind, you're going to need to run the credit. So you can fill in the information, date of birth, and select Yes. Once you have this information completed, you will select Next, which will bring you to the application, and it'll also let you know if they qualified for any credit discounts. So I completed the information for the credit and I've selected Next, which has brought me into the application page. You want to simply complete the pages of the application, selecting Next as you complete each page, and then it'll bring you to the last page, which will allow you to bind coverage or save this quote in application. If you need to review any of the previous tabs, you can navigate through the former quote by selecting any page you want to go to. So if you need to go back and make some coverage selection changes, you simply select Coverage Selection. Once you're finished and you've saved to the point where you need to go and you want to exit this quote, you simply select your home key to go back to your home main menu, or you can select Restart, which will let you start a new quote.